Hey guys, it's Ellie and welcome back to Beauty Hacks, Fail or Holy Grail, where we test Pinterest beauty hacks and see if they're a fail, or a holy grail, or a holy fail. Today we are testing a highly requested hack, and it is one that you guys have been requesting since the dawn of Beauty Hacks, Fail or Holy Grail, and I just got another request this past week for it, so I figured we might as well do it. It is the widely known hack to fix broken eyeshadow. Today we're going to be using this Sephora eyeshadow, which is completely shattered at this point, and it is called Green Tea Time number 12. And I will open it when we get a close-up, but if I opened it right now it would go everywhere. This one is pretty decimated. So for this hack you will need a broken eyeshadow, either a single or a palette, or you know, they say that this can work on blushes and just anything pressed style, so anything like that. Some rubbing alcohol. Today we're using 70% isopropyl alcohol. A medicine dropper or a spray bottle or something like that. Something to slowly distribute the alcohol into the eyeshadow. Some kind of pressing device. We're going to be using a cap from a dry shampoo. You can also use a coin. Whatever fits the diameter of your eyeshadow. So if it's a palette and it's small, then you want to use a small coin. Since ours is fairly large, I found this cap which is about the same size. So we're going to be using this today. A toothpick or something small like this for mixing, and a napkin or several because this may get kind of messy. So that's everything you need for this hack. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to move over to our testing station and we're going to do this right now. Alright, so I'm going to start by putting some alcohol in our bowl here so we can use it with the dripper. As you can see, our eyeshadow is pretty decimated right here. So the first step you're going to do here is you're going to just kind of pulverize it with your toothpick or whatever you're using. You just want to completely make it all like a loose pigment so that we can remix it. So right now I'm just going to start by kind of trying to get all the pigment back into the little bowl section. And now we're just going to start breaking it up. Alright, so I'm feeling like this is a good amount of powder here. You know, we're dealing with fewer chunks than we had. So now we're going to go ahead and add the alcohol to it. According to the pin, you want to add it so it will be wet, but without having pools of liquid. So that's where we kind of have to find the sweet spot. So I'm just going to start dropping in some liquid and mixing it with this toothpick. And this is kind of scary because I just don't see how this is going to work out. But we're going to just do it. Okay, so this is feeling like a paste now. I don't have any pools of liquid, so I think that's a good sign. I'm hoping that it's wet enough. Like I said before, you gotta find some sweet spot, and that just makes me a little nervous. So let's go ahead and see if this is gonna work. So now I'm just gonna try to get it all in the center so that we can press it down. I'm just trying to get it a little cleaner so we can get as much product out of this as possible, but I think we are looking good. Alright, so the next step here is to go ahead and cover it with a tissue or a napkin. So I've just ripped a piece of my napkin off and we're just going to place it on top of the eyeshadow. And now we're going to use this cap to just press it down. And I believe that the purpose of this is not only to repack the eyeshadow itself, but also to absorb some of the liquid out so that it dries better. This is not looking very pretty, that's for sure. I feel like someone with a, you know, more delicate hand would excel at this. So it's definitely flatter now, and right now it's still quite moist feeling, but it's looking pretty solid. It's definitely not a powder anymore, so I think we're on the right track. I'm gonna continue to just press it out for a while. Okay, so several napkins and presses later, it's definitely looking drier than it was. This is not pretty by any means, but you know, if it does the job, that's all I really need. So now I'm gonna just kind of take this off of the edges so we can, you know, close it again. Alright, so I just took my little napkin here and dipped it in alcohol to wipe the excess off. Obviously this isn't perfect by any means, it doesn't look especially beautiful, but it is an eyeshadow, and you know, the real purpose here is to be able to use it as makeup, and I'm okay with that. So I think this is good so far. I think that it just needs to kind of dry out, so likely I would probably leave this out open like this and just kind of let it air out a little bit to get it fully dry. I imagine that's going to take several hours, but for now I really feel like this is kind of good. I mean, it's not terribly wet and it's coming off solid, it's staying together. There's no sign of powderiness like there was before, and it just feels like an eyeshadow. So let's zoom out and chat. So there you have it, guys. Now we have this brand spanking new eyeshadow all nice and packed together, and I think when it dries it's going to be flawless. So this is totally a holy grail in my book. I can absolutely see myself using this whenever I needed to repair an eyeshadow. I want to know if you guys have tried this before, so leave comments down below if you use this method, if you think it's great. I can't imagine hearing that it wouldn't work because it just worked so flawlessly. So guys, thank you so much for requesting this hack. It was super fun to do. I really always like finding new holy grails to have in my arsenal, so you know, very much appreciated. I will see you guys next time. If you want to request hacks, there is a link down below to do so. If you want to buy a fail or holy grail t-shirt, there's a link for that as well in the description box. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so very much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.